Two gods, two cultures, one title, the ultimate trickster. Loki, the shape-shifting Norse mischief-maker, and Hermes, the swift and cunning messenger of the Greek gods. Both are known for their clever tricks, but who reigns supreme as the true god of mischief? Today, we're diving deep into their myths, comparing their powers, personalities, and legendary pranks to settle the question once and for all: who is the greatest trickster god of all time? Before we pit them against each other, let's get to know our contenders. Who exactly are Loki and Hermes? In Norse mythology, Loki is a god of mischief, chaos, and deception. He's not technically part of the Aesir, main Norse gods like Odin and Thor, but he often works with them when he's not betraying them. Known for shape-shifting, he's turned into a fly, a salmon, even a female horse. His pranks range from harmless mischief to full-on destruction. Hermes, the son of Zeus, is the messenger of the gods, a god of trade, thieves, and travel. Unlike Loki, he's not seen as dangerous. His tricks are usually clever, not destructive. Known for super speed, intelligence, and diplomacy, he can talk his way out of anything. His most famous trick? Stealing Apollo's sacred cattle on the very day he was born. Now that we know who they are, let's break down what makes them so legendary. Loki, the trickster god, wields a formidable arsenal of powers. His shape-shifting allows him to transform into animals, humans, or even objects, making him unpredictable and dangerous. With his mastery of illusions, he can deceive even the mightiest gods, making reality itself uncertain. Some myths link him to fire and chaos, symbolizing destruction and wild, untamed energy. But perhaps his greatest weapon is his cunning mind. Loki can manipulate, outwit, and talk his way into, or out of, any situation. A master of mischief, deception, and power, Loki remains one of mythology's most enigmatic figures. Hermes, the swift-footed messenger of the gods, is known for his incredible super speed, granted by his winged sandals, making him the fastest deity. As the divine messenger, he moves effortlessly between realms, even venturing into the underworld. A master of theft and trickery, he once stole Apollo's cattle as a newborn and has fooled both gods and mortals countless times. Yet, beyond his mischief, Hermes serves as the guide of souls, leading the dead safely to the afterlife. Clever, elusive, and ever-moving, he remains one of the most dynamic and versatile figures in Greek mythology. Both gods have incredible abilities, but while Loki leans toward deception and chaos, Hermes is more about wit and agility. But which of them is the ultimate prankster? Loki's most infamous trick was the tragic death of Balder, the shining god of light. Beloved by all, Balder was invulnerable to harm, except for one thing: mistletoe. Ever the deceiver, Loki crafted a mistletoe dart and manipulated Balder's blind brother, Hoder, into throwing it. The dart struck true, and Balder fell lifeless, plunging the gods into mourning. His death set off a chain of events that led to Ragnarok, the Norse apocalypse. This act of cruelty sealed Loki's fate, turning the gods against him and ensuring his eventual downfall in the final battle of the gods. Even as a newborn, Hermes proved himself the god of theft and trickery. On his very first day, he stole Apollo's sacred cattle, cleverly walking them backward to hide his tracks. When Apollo discovered the theft, he confronted the infant trickster, but Hermes was ready. Instead of pleading, he played a beautiful melody on a lyre he had just invented from a tortoise shell. The music was so enchanting that Apollo, rather than punishing him, laughed and struck a deal. Hermes could keep the cattle, and in return, Apollo would take the lyre. Thus, Hermes' first great heist ended in triumph. Loki, the chaotic trickster, is a force of unpredictability and mischief. His clever schemes often have disastrous consequences, sometimes even for himself. From deceiving the gods to causing Balder's death and triggering Ragnarok, Loki's tricks are as dangerous as they are brilliant. In contrast, Hermes, the playful trickster, is far more harmless and diplomatic. While he delights in clever schemes, like stealing Apollo's cattle, his tricks rarely cause lasting harm. A messenger, a negotiator, and a thief with charm, Hermes ensures his mischief benefits him without making true enemies. So, who is the greatest trickster god? If you love chaotic, world-ending schemes, Loki's your guy. But if you prefer smooth-talking, quick-thinking pranks, Hermes wins. What do you think? Is Loki the king of mischief, or does Hermes outsmart him? Let us know in the comments.